What is happening, folks? We got an unboxing and a kind of a product testing thing today, which I haven't done in a long time, just because I fish with my stuff and I try not to explore. I know what works for me, but this is something I actually been looking at, and the KASTKING actually reached out to me and wants me to kind of like get first impressions of the Kestrel Elite Magnesium BFS style bait casting reel. And now I don't do a lot of bait casting, and there's a huge reason for that. I use very small jigs for my lake trout here in New Hampshire, so we're gonna be casting and jigging to lake trout. So let's do a little unboxing. But the reason I don't use bait casters a lot is because my stuff is so small and I can't cast small stuff with normal bait casting products, because they're all meant for heavy stuff like bass gear, like, you know, 1/2 ounce and above, which I do use. So we got a nice pre-box there. And then we got the KASTKING box, and then if they're good, I'll kind of like aim you down here. But just going over the specs here, we have 11 plus 1 shielded bearings, 4.5 ounces, aerospace aluminum gears, ultra smooth drag, and magnesium frame. Look at that bad boy right there. I think this thing's pretty sweet looking. And they actually gave me the right one, which I was already super happy about. That thing is freaking light, like super light. So we're gonna rig that up. One of the biggest things is it has a big spool on there. So I only fish in probably 120 in this lake. So let's see how much 15-pound braid we can rig up on there. But we're gonna actually rig it up with a very short 50-inch bait casting rod that I use for ice fishing, but it's also a really good rod for casting. I've actually casted it quite a few times. There's some other specs on the spec sheet here. Let's see what else comes in the box, obviously. So we got more foam insert. We got some braid dates and stuff like that on there you can put underneath your reel. A KASTKING sticker, of course. And then you have your manual on how to lubricate and clean everything, which most companies don't even do that anymore, which is really, really nice. How to set your drag on your bait caster, so I'm not going to do any of that, but it does have a couple other neat features on it that I was looking on the website. So it's a BFS system and it's a arc casting system. So we're going to adjust all that stuff in here, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And along with the big spool, and along with how this is tapered in here. So where the line actually comes out, that has a special taper so you can cast smaller things, less friction. So we're gonna rig it up with 15-pound Power Pro. This is what I use on all my rods, even with big lake trout all the way up to 33 inches. I've caught stuff on this. And we'll see how much we can actually put on there, which is my biggest concern. Tie directly to the spool. We always want to put tension on that spool when we're spooling stuff up, so you can have someone help you. So all I did was I went through a couple of the 2 little holes in there. So I got a plane flying over my head. 2 little holes in there, up through one and down through the other, and then I used an arbor knot to rig that up. And that's how you get the spool off, apparently. See how much we can actually put on here. And we're gonna spool this up as far as it can go. This is probably more than 100 feet already, so I'm not that concerned about spool size. And then we're gonna tie 10-pound Seagar on there, Blue Label, with a double uni knot. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Josh from Bend Fishing. I'm a registered New Hampshire guide, and I guide for lake trout and a bunch of other species, but lake trout's my specialty. Oh, we got live scope in front of me. You're actually sitting on top of live scope. There's a lake trout in front of me here. And then we're gonna tie on this 0.2 ounce 7 mil tungsten jig with a new prototype swim bait that I can't really show you guys yet, but that's what we're casting today and jigging. This is an absolute destroyer of lake trout on this lake. It is very successful all year round. And we're gonna be using a polymer knot for that, since this stuff is so tiny. We don't want our knot to fail with a normal fisherman's knot. So for spool settings, I like to start with the casting part of it in the middle here, and then spool tension is just where that bait starts to drop. So you're gonna dial that tight and then just loosen it with the bail open. And that should be good right there. They're all bass. Got him. Oh, big smallie. Big smallie. Let's do a drag check here. Let's do a drag check on the little 50-inch rod. Perfect. Pin him right in the top of the mouth. Nice fat smallie. Kersplash. Live scoping him, folks. Live scoping him. That is so easy to just pitch that little rod. And I don't think you guys can see this, but there's a tree right here. And there's a smallie hanging right underneath it. Oh. Just came screaming after it. Absolutely screaming. Got him. Hit it on the fall. Oh yeah. Headed on the fall. Boat flip. Boat flipping smallies. Got him. Easy peasy. There's two big ones over there. Cast nice and easy once I get it dialed in. So we're at an 8 on the tension spool. Got it. Saw him eat that. Another smallie. Let's go catch some lake trout. Smallies are too easy. Smallies are too easy. Let's go catch a laker. I'm gonna go out deeper for that, guys. Hopefully I have enough braid. We got lakers, we got lakers. We got a bunch of lakers down there right now. Got him. Got him, got him, got him, got him, got him. Get in the net. Yes, there's a bunch of lakers down there right now. Finally, in the light here, nice little laker on the Kestrel. Back in. But this little reel here is really nice to drop. Smooth. Ugh. It's got enough drag for a little medium-sized lake trout. In the net. Not bad. Just another one going right back in. So that's it for the KASTKING Kestrel. We caught a bunch of smallies, caught a couple lake trout jigging and kind of casting and kind of like pitching, casting out to them. I did have an issue with the outside shield here, this piece that snaps on. So this snaps on and it does not auto lock. So I didn't realize that and I had a backlash that I'm gonna cut out of there just because that was my mistake. If KASTKING can make that thing auto lock so when you snap it on there, you don't have to worry about it again. You don't really have to open it that often except for like when you're doing maintenance on the reel or you have a really, really bad backlash like I just had. Other than that, it is super lightweight. The snap to open the reel is super positive. It's a little too positive. I'm sure that'll break in and it won't be so snappy. But it's I don't know if you guys can hear. I'll put it up to my lapel mic here. It is a thunk. Very positive snap to get that thing to open. But overall, I like it. I'm probably gonna 1000% use it for ice fishing, especially on this rod, the 50-inch rod. And I might put it on a bigger rod. We'll see. I'm gonna get some 10-pound braid. But if you want yours, you can visit KASTKING.com and pick it up. This runs about 199 bucks, but it seems to be a little tiny beast for the size that it is. Thanks for watching.